Hello, Battleborn. This is your Gumbo. I am here with another loadout. This is a loadout I use for melee characters who just want to be jerks. Honestly, this is I just got this on the gear of this loadout, and it has been fun to play with on any melee character. First of all, the first item is Heliophagic goggles. This gives you crit damage, attack speed, and whenever you land a crit on an attack on any individual target, you'll blind them once every 5 seconds, and that's a 1 second blind. So that is amazingly fun. Second one's Boots of the Root. This is movement speed, critical damage, and your attacks will slow an enemy once every 8 seconds. It doesn't have to be a crit, but you just hit them and it slows them. So that's good for keeping up with them. Last one is the Pacifier, which is 8% attack damage, shield strength is secondary, and the third legendary stat is to, when you damage enemies, their attack damage is reduced by 10% for 5 seconds, which is also called a weaken. Now, the Pacifier you can get from ISIC normal mode and technically advanced mode. Boots of the Brute, you get those from Sabateur advanced mode. And Heliophagic goggles, you get those from Rendain on Heliophage on advanced mode. So let's go ahead. I've got this guy leveled up a little bit, got the gear in there. Let's see. I took Atticus a little bit so that you can kind of see downwards at somebody that can hit them. So let's look at the stats. First, you're going to see somebody. I pop them in the face. See the blue around them? That's the weaken. Okay. See how he's I don't know. I can't tell the difference between whether they're blinded or they're just hit from damage, but there's a slight sound, a shiny ping you might hear when somebody gets blinded. So listen for that. So let's see. Got this guy slowed. Is there attack? And I go straight into another attack. I'm going to try to do this because I can crit it. See it blinded, so slow down. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take care of some of these bots. Just so I can start talking again. And I'm going to just jump and then go into heal regen style. That guy. Kills that wave. Alright. So Whiskey's trying to take me out. Okay, so what's neat about this is as you're a melee, if you have someone like Galileo who already puts in silence, or already puts in desecrate slows or something like that, if you're missing a particular ailment, you can supplement that missing ailment with gear. How wonderful. Right? So as an Atticus, the hardest part is somebody running away, and you don't want to use your pounce, because your pounce is typically more of an escape skill than an entry skill. So you want to run in with a charged fist. Typically want to run with a charged fist. So you don't want to use your pounce right away, because that pounce is going to be, I mean, that's your, oh no, I got to get out of here button, right? So let's go ahead and get some crystals. We'll get that built up later. There we go. So that is a weaken on him. And now a slow. Jump. I'm trying to hit as many targets as I can with that heal. Not going to help. But you can see all the ailments on people because they're lasting quite a while. The slow lasts 8 seconds. The blind is, I think, about a second. Or I think all blinds are a second. And the lower attack damage for 5 seconds. So, it's interesting how its Pacifier is if you damage enemies. So, if skills or anything, then that they take reduced damage. So you could put this on your rifts with Cleese. You could put them on sunspots. Anything that does damage at all puts that debuff on them. The other ones are melee specific, which is why I went with Atticus. We might lose this. Let's go ahead and get some spike damage here.
You have been chosen.
Yeah, put on a small arc on this and let's see what happens. All right, let's get that guy. Get some. Get this guy turned away from the sentry so it doesn't take the sentry because he will.
Ain't missing this shot.
And you need to die. And you will. You need to not get popped up. I'm just gonna try and get everything. Super slow him, so I can walk around the line. See, ailments are just painful because it just inhibits somebody from actually playing the game, which is why a status effect on a melee character is pretty cool. Especially ones you need. Let me see. Let's go with. Oh, we definitely want to go for devastation. This is so fun. Oops. Let's get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this galley stuff. Okay. Well, she can't stun me again. So here's the thing. What the gear really does is it gives you an opportunity to change up your character the way that people expect that character to play. Right? It changed it up with a just a different mode of. Oh, it's kind of a surprise, right? So you don't expect to have a weaken on some certain characters, right? So that when you all of a sudden get a weaken, let's say if you have a Pendles running around, that weaken. It's not that you're trying to stop Pendles from taking a lot of damage. You just want something to flutter around him and point him out so that you know where he is. Okay, this guy's on an alt.
Hostile Grall mercenaries closing in. Outcast thralls available for hire.
See, now he's slowed and weakened. Right? I mean, the status effects just catch up. Jump.
Like the end.
Let's capture all these guys. Get my full charges. Yeah, there we go. See, I just totally ninja'd all those charges. Alright, and now I have... Oh, let's see, 1v1. Sure, I can do that. There's a nice little crit. That's a blind. So all I can do is put a shield up. And bye-bye, bowler.
Only 2 hostiles remain.
Slowed, weakened, blinded. Jump. Take all these charges. Anyways, it's nice to see this because those ailments help point people out, right? So again, if you're trying to fight somebody who's let's say a Melka. Oh gosh, if they had a Melka, I can show you. If you have a Melka, hitting every few seconds and automatically getting a slow. That's great because you don't have to skill for it. In other words, you don't have to burn things in your skill tree for it. So that's the whole point. I mean, you're using gear to offset what would normally be a whole helix point. So you can alter your choices because the gear allows you to do that. So that's really I'm trying to show you that. Let me see on this particular Atticus build, I went with regen, just so you can see. Left side, level 5, this regen, 35 health per second. So I can stay in there and keep attacking. I think
mercenaries are
with a weaken, you can pretty much toe-to-toe. Oh, I'm out of here. I think all the bots decided to come after me at the same time. So yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Our foes have moved on a thrall mercenary camp.
Get him down. Oh, he's only worth 1. Oh, that's cheap. He's big. He should be worth 5. Okay, so the thralls are worth 5. He's only worth 1 charge.
Hostile thrall
So
mercenaries
let's take this build and imagine this build on, let's say, Galileo. Right? So Galileo has a stun. She has a silence. She has a pull with her desecrate. She has 2 wounds, and a wound is where you actually take you take your incoming healing is reduced. There's a boulder, he's gonna take a smack. We'll jump up and get all these paths. This is one of my. I love this move because you see all that AoE experience with my level 10. All that AoE is heals me. But she has all of those status effects, and to add this to her melee on crits and regular hits, it just becomes ridiculous. Just if she touches you, your status through the roof is crazy. Hello.
You have been chosen.
Oops. So we can get out with 300 health.
Only one hostile
Crazy.
remains. Press the
All right,
advantage.
but I burned my charges. That's fine.
Outcast thralls detected.
So that is. Oh, they're all dead. So that is the wonderful world of status ailments. Part of it is for actually doing damage. Part of it is keeping some of it to running away. Some of it's changing up being able to change up your lore. Oh, this one again.
Oh no!
Some of it is to change up your helix, so you can choose certain things and not.
Our enemies
For instance,
are
like
attacking the
Kelvin might do more damage to slow targets in his helix, while having Boots of the Brute might be really nice because you'll actually slow things, right? So without having to take a slow augment with like strike on fourth hit every time, or turning your sublimate stun into a slow, using the Boots of the Brute or something like that could actually be helpful, because as soon as you slow something, you are actually doing more damage to it. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like it, and pass it on.